Hey, um, lunch break at work, and I've been thinking about this for a while. Um, oh man, my face is kind of red. I got a little bit of poison ivy. Comes with the territory, though. You want to work in the woods, you get the ivy. So it is what it is. Um, so two words that I haven't said. Man, it's been a year or two now. Is I'm sorry. I don't remember what prompted me to quit saying I'm sorry. It may have been something I heard at a wedding where a priest was talking about the importance of saying I'm sorry, and I was just sitting there like, oh my gosh, dude, like you don't know what you're talking about. But that might have been it, actually. Uh, yeah, hearing that sermon about the importance of saying you're sorry. And not just because you actually did something wrong, just to make the other person feel better. And I was sitting there like, oh my gosh, like, no, man, no. Like, anyway, so there are a couple of reasons for this. I think that people who say I'm sorry a lot, I guess it kind of demonstrates insecurity, because it makes it seem like, especially if they're just saying I'm sorry for, I don't know, just something that happened, or nothing of importance, but they're just apologizing all the time. And seeing other people do it, I was like, I don't want to sound like that. I like to think that I do everything that I do on purpose. I do make mistakes, but I don't think that mistakes are something that need to be apologized for. I think that there's something that happens. They happen to everybody. And yeah, you just roll with it and move on. So I never apologize for mistakes. First of all, it doesn't fix the fucking mistake, right? Like, the thing still happened. Like, me saying I'm sorry doesn't fix a GD thing. So what I say, if I've made a mistake, like at work, and my boss is like, hey, you did this when you should have done that, I say, I'll fix it. Or either that, or I'll say what I learned. Like, okay, I learned that this trailer doesn't go on this truck. Or I learned that if I drive this truck on the grass, it'll get stuck. So I'll either say what I learned, or I'll say how I'm going to fix the mistake. I never just apologize for making a mistake. How am I still single, right? Same with when people so when someone tells you something bad that happened to them, something very unfortunate. Once again, I don't say I'm sorry because it's not something I did. I'll say, and I understand that there's a difference between saying I'm sorry that happened to you and saying I'm sorry, like in an apologetic way, but I still don't like to say it. I'll usually say, like, I'm thinking of you, I'll do whatever you need to help. Once again, I try to take a more proactive approach to, an unfortunate event falling somebody, as opposed to I'm sorry, like, what a feeling isn't going to help anybody, So it doesn't do any good. I'll either say, how can I help? Or I'll say, I'm thinking of you, whatever you need, let me know. So yeah, or you can just listen. And a lot of times that's all people need. And yeah, a lot of times, things are just happening throughout the day, and then people are just saying, I'm sorry, like apologizing. And in that case, there's no excuse. Like, it just makes you sound insecure, weak, whatever, not much of a man. So I just don't do it. And I'm pretty sure, like, I don't remember having said I'm sorry for like a couple years now. So yeah, and I'm going to try to keep that streak going. If there ever comes a time when I really need to say I'm sorry, I'll do it. But most of the time, I only say it so people can hear my northern accent.